it's me. Today I am here with a AG shopping haul. I went shopping with my dad on Sunday and I wanted to show you guys everything that I got. So let's go ahead and take a peek. It's kind of just going to be jumbled up for the most part because I went to like a few different places and got different things at each different place. So this is actually one of the last places I went, but it just happens to be the first bag I grabbed. I got this, I'll remove this, tiny little vase with a beautiful pink rose sticking out of it at the dollar section in Target, and it doesn't have its sticker anymore, but it was $3 and it was the only one of its kind, so I don't know if it's like special. This was kind of just laying there, and I kind of just placed it in here and looked at it, and I think it looks really pretty like this. So I got an extra bouquet of flowers, so for $3 I got this at the Target dollar section. I got a lot from Target's dollar section. So the next thing, I'm making sure my glass things in here aren't broken. Okay. The next thing I got are these $1 cards. So here's like the tag. Here's the first one. It says, "Together is my favorite place to be." Beautiful little rectangle with really cute little gold hearts. It has gold foil. It's shiny. And it has a blush pink rim around it. And then there's this one that was also $1. And it says, "The best is yet to be," with swatches of blush watercolor on it. And it's sparkly 3D letters. And then the last one I got says, "You make my heart smile," with a little heart pink gemstone, and it has gold on the edges. Now the reason I got these is because I think that the prints on them are really pretty, and that if I cut them out and stuff, I can use them as doll wall decor. So I'm really excited about this. This was a really cool find in my opinion, and it was for really cheap. So then the next thing I got are these ring holders. So here is the first one. It is a wooden heart, and it's painted pink on the inside, and you guys can see how thick it is. I'm gonna drop it and scare both myself and my dog. You guys can see how thick it is. It was only $1, and they had two different ones of these. They had this pink and gold one, and then they had this white and gold one. So I got one of each since they were both only $1 at the Target section, and these are going to be really cool trays for the dolls. I also got these. They're more trays. This one is glass, and it is blush pink and says "Bestie" with a heart for the eye and gold around the rim. And you guys can see that it was only $1, which is so cheap. You could also use it as a plate if you wanted to. So I got two of these since they were only $1, and I know I'm going to use these. And I also got a white one that I didn't realize had a weird indent here, but it's going to be filled with stuff anyway. So this one's plain white and then has gold. So they're all only $1. So I just decided to get some really cute heart-shaped plates because they're going to be really great for the dolls. And the last thing I got at Target are these. So I don't know what is up with these. They're supposed to be shadow boxes, I believe, that have this little button that says "I love you to the moon and back" on it, and keep dropping stuff by accident. here's like, there's like a block on the back. And you're supposed to stick it in here, but I just saw these shadow boxes and thought they were so neat. So you guys can see that the back is painted pink, and then the sides are white, and the front is gold, and the sides on the outside are also white. It was only $1, and I thought these would be really cool to stick like on a doll's wall and just like have stuff in the shadow boxes. Since these did come with it, I did just put them in there. And I got another one because they only had 2. But I'm glad they had 2 because they can be a pair. I can kind of like make them like asymmetrical kind of, you know, in position. So that was all I got from Target. So then I also went to Michael's and AC Moore, and I got a lot of stuff. I put the stuff from the AC Moore bag into the Michael's bag, so I don't know exactly what came from Michael's and what came from AC Moore. I remember some of the things that were strictly Michael's, but some of them are fuzzy, so I apologize. The first thing I got from Michael's is this tiny little mason jar. It's actually not that tiny. It's a little smaller than average, actually. It says Heritage Glass on it, and then it has a screw top lid that goes like this. It was only a couple bucks at the craft store. And let's see, does it say how big this is? No, it just says jar with lid. It's just a little jar. And the reason I got that is because I also got this. This is a little bouquet that has fake stems that are tied with twine. And I kind of wanted to make a bouquet with a mason jar for a vase. It's kind of a la Blair inspired. So here they are. These flowers also seem to have wire in the stems, so I can bend the stems as I please. But I loved the colors of this flower arrangement. I've always kind of wanted something like this for the dolls. I paid a little bit much for this. It was $10. But look at that. They match perfectly together, and I love the colors. It's so pretty. So my plan is to cut the stems and put them in the jar and make a bouquet. Because, like, look how pretty that's going to be. And it's just going to go on someone's, like, in someone's room somewhere. Lots of flowers this trip, guys. That brings me to this. I thought I was done getting succulents and stuff, but Michael's was having a sale. Buy 2, get 1 free. And these little ones were only $2 each, so I couldn't refuse. So here they are. Here's the first one that I picked out. These are not going to go in Lacey's room. I think Lacey's room's covered. But I wanted to also have some plants for like around the actual dollhouse. So that's what these are for. So we have this plant that was only $2 at Michael's. And then I have this plant that I kind of see in the kitchen. I don't know why, but I do. This was also $2 at Michael's. And then where's the other one? Where is it? Here it is. And then here's the other one that I got for free. There is glue sticking out of the bottom, which really sucks, but if you like position it a certain way, you can't see it that much, so I'm not super duper concerned. Plus it was free, so none of them were good. None of them in that particular shape were good. Like, they all had glue, so I kind of just took the one that looked best plant-wise, and it just so happened to have a giant glue blob. So this was also at Michael's. I saw this and immediately was like, I can just hang this in the living room on the wall for the dolls when Valentine's Day comes around. There's a piece of cardboard that's messing with the placement. There we go. So it has like a twine hook here, and it's just like a bamboo or driftwood kind of look, very light wood that just has XO heart, O heart X, and heart XO. So like different little, like tic-tac-toe, but with like love. Love wins. I can't do this. Love wins. That's what I was trying to do, and I failed. This was $5, except it was they were having a 40% off sale, clearance sale for all the Valentine's Day stuff. So 40% off of $5 is $2. So I got it for $3, which I'm good with. The next thing I got is Martha Stewart twine. This was actually expensive for what it is, but it's gold and white, different twines. And one was just solid gold tinsel twine. But I wanted these for Bella's room because I want to do like a photo wall on her wall, and I want to use twine and then mini little tiny clothespins that I paint gold and fairy lights, and I'm gonna hang fake Polaroids all over her wall. So I needed twine, and I was originally just gonna use regular twine, but I saw this just because I was wandering the store and I saw this, and I immediately was like, I want to use the gold twine. So I bought the gold twine. It was $5 for the gold twine, which is ridiculous, but no. This was a Michael's find, and I couldn't pass it up. These are, they're upside down. I was thinking to myself, I was like, why are they all looking like weird? Why are they facing the wrong way? It's upside down. They're tiny charms, and it's literally a mini tea set, okay? So this was $6, but it was so cute, and I couldn't leave it behind. Like, this is for the Barbies, okay? So you have 2 saucer charms. I'm gonna cut the little, like, hooks off, the little eyes off of them, the little loops, so that it's just the actual piece. But they're made out of real glass. Look at the tiny roses on there, and the little gold trim. And then there's a little sugar holder. I don't believe the top actually comes off, but it's really cute. And then little silver spoons that look really realistic. And then little teacups. There's 2 teacups, 2 saucers, 2 spoons, a sugar cube holder, and this is the teapot, even though it doesn't really look like a teapot and it really needs a lid, but it's okay. Tiny roses and details. I could not have this. It's just so pretty. I love it. So real glass and real metal. It's really pretty, and I couldn't pass it up. It's just too pretty, and I had to have it for the dolls. So next thing I got are jump rings. I had jump rings. They went missing. I don't know where they disappeared to, but I needed more jump rings for a project I'm working on, so I bought more jump rings. They're just plain silver jump rings that are assorted sizes, so there's different little sizes in there for me to work with. These are going to be for doll ear piercings and possibly doll rings. I have to play around with these some, but I've been wanting to work with them, and I don't know where my jump rings went, so there they are. This, hold on, I have to see, did I match it? Yeah, it's close enough. So then I also needed wire that was a different size from what I had, because what I had wasn't working for what I needed because of the way it was. Like, literally, it was super thin. My silver wire is super thin and flat. I don't want flat. I want round because I want doll rings. So I bought a 20 gauge silver wire for the doll rings because the actual round silver wire I have is really thick and I don't want that. So I went with the 20 gauge, which is typical for a lot of jewelry making. And I went with that. To go with my doll ring theme, I just happened to see these. They're Swarovski tiny crystals, And they just look like tiny diamonds that I'm going to experiment with putting along the rings, like the wedding bands. And this was $10 for a pack of 120 pieces, and they have 3 sizes, as you can see. There's my fingernail to compare sizes. You can pause and look if you want. Yeah, super duper tiny. So then the last things I got are actually paint. So I'm going to show you guys the paints that I got. So the first one I got is the Folk Art Champagne. I found a tutorial on my friend's website, actually, how to repaint doll lips, and she said that she used champagne gold in her classic mixture that looks the closest to the American Girl lip coloring, and hers actually looks incredible. Like, it looks really close to the actual American Girl lip color. So I went out and bought the colors that were at the store. I am missing one. This is one of them. So here's what it looks like. It's just Folk Art Champagne Metallic paint. I needed another black because my black is really thin and runny, and it's not good anymore. So I just got myself a new black paint. I got myself this bright salmon Deco Art Americana paint because I was trying to mimic like Grace and Luciana's more salmon lip color, and I thought that the darker salmon would be really good for me to experiment with, so I got that from Deco Art. And I also got Burnt Sienna. This is another one of the 3 colors that is in her mixture. It's really dark, so I don't know how that is, but that's what she says. So I got Burnt Sienna. The only color I'm missing, she said she also used coral. So I think I might have coral in my AG room, so let me go check that out because I want to be sure, and I want to tell you guys if I have it or not. I don't know why, I just do. So I'll be right back. Hey guys, so I went and checked. I don't have the Folk Art coral, but I have an apple barrel coral, which looks really light in comparison to Folk Art's crushed coral, which looks like this. So I think this is the one that I'm going to use for my combination. So she said, essentially, these 3 colors make up AG's actual color, which I can see. So, I might have a clip on the end of me testing this out, so stay tuned at the end for that in case I include it. But the other 2 colors that I got are actually not colors. I got the Duraclear Gloss Varnish, which is actually for making your doll's lips glossy. This is what the customizers use to apply lip gloss to your doll's lips. So here that is. And then this is called Pearlizing Medium. So I've never used a medium before, but on the instruction panel, it says transform regular acrylic paints into a shimmery pearlescent paint with this medium. So I thought this would be fun to work with mermaid stuff. And all it says for directions, it seems very simple. It says shake well, mix with acrylic paint with the same amount. So basically it's a 1-to-1 ratio. So you have the same amount of the paint and the same amount of the medium, and then you mix that together. Add more medium to increase the shimmer. So, and then you just apply it with a brush and you're done. So, I got this because I thought it was really cool and it would be awesome for mermaid things and to play around with. So you guys can like look at this. The camera's not picking up its glory, but it's very pearly and sparkly and luminescent. It looks like it's just the plastic, but I swear to you it isn't. That's just the actual medium. But yes, that is it for my haul. I didn't really get anything expressly doll related, but I did get stuff doll related. So yeah, I'm going to have to let you guys know how everything goes with the bouquet craft and with the painting of the lips and the wire versus jump rings and the Swarovski crystals and whatnot. I think the only AC Moore purchases were the wire, because they didn't have it at Michael's, the medium and varnish, all of the packaged sealed paints, and actually that was it. That was all I got at AC Moore. The rest were Michael's finds or Target dollar store finds, which I specified, which was Target. So you can make the assumption that anything that is not from AC Moore is from, or from Target, it's from Michael's, because I didn't go anywhere else and get stuff from anywhere else that day. But yeah, I'm really happy with my finds, and I'm really excited to start mixing some of these colors and seeing if I can do some fun things with them. But yeah, thank you guys so very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time.